It is new league time, and I'm going to be going over my Atlas passive tree for 3.19 Lake of Calandra. I intend on using Wandering Path. I have not used this yet, and it seems extra good this league because they have buffed the rarity of items. So now the rarity of items is actually going to do stuff, and with that buff, we're going to be able to get 30% increased rarity on everything. So let's start pathing through. I'm going to start straight up the middle here, swing down over this way. I put a search fielder for chance to contain because these are going to be doubled. I want to get things that have a chance of doubling the chance of them being in my map. So right there, a nice little 6% chance for more harvest. Harvest has been buffed, so it takes much less time. I absolutely hated harvest, and now I will actually do it. These chance to duplicate maps are going to be extremely good, so I'm going to use those as well. I'm primarily going to start by rushing to there, this way. This is how I'm going to start, and then from there, I'm going to finish the quantity. Probably go down here. More contains of the harvest. Get these bad boys right here. And this is the start of how my Atlas passive is going to look. And with that, I am going to have a 30% increased rarity of items found in your maps and a 20% increased quantity. So that's going to be pretty good. Finish the loop, get the quantity up. And after that, I'm going to want to start to focus on maps. So we'll swing there, get some maps that way. Swing down this way, get some maps that way. Do some Keurig. And now I have a 52% chance for additional maps and a 6% chance to be duplicated. I think I want a little bit more than 6% chance to be duplicated at the very beginning. So we'll go through and get some expedition and then get some of these duplication nodes. I might as well get some legion started early. Get some more duplication nodes up this way. Grab a legion there. Swing in here. Get more maps. Oh, I swing in here. Grab stream of consciousness. This is going to be pretty good with this kind of a setup. I want to just do alch and go. Duplicated, 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 duplicated. I plan on getting these, but that'll be later. Then let's swing down right here. Mirror of Delirium. Get that Delirium. After I get a few chances for Delirium, because I want Delirium pretty early, we'll swing in here and get some Blight. Blight early on is pretty good to get your oils. I don't really like to buy oils. I find it a pain in the ass, so I try to farm them myself. So we can get quite a few Blights going. Now it's looking pretty good. Now let's see what else we're going to want here. I might as well get the Simulacrum stack size up. Greater rewards. Might as well pop some of that in there. There's some harvest over here. I don't know how good life force is going to be, but I think increasing the life force is probably a good idea. Bum, bum, bum. 2%. My build's not going to be very good at Legion at all, so I wonder if there's a way to make increased duration of Legion right there. So 40% increased duration of Legion. That's going to help me out with all of these. Let's grab all of these Legions. I don't really like Legions, but I think I'm pretty sure that they have cracked the logic behind the nodes for the timeless jewels. So there's probably a website where you can find out what timeless jewels do what. I haven't looked at it, but I did see someone talking about that. And with the increase of divine orbs, you're not going to be able to buy a timeless jewel and then divine orb it at a cheap cost. So I think timeless jewels are going to be very valuable this league. So I'm going to increase that. We're at 106. This is a pretty good start for the most part. This is how I'm going to be running it early on. I might swing up here to get some unique maps. Increase the unique maps. And then up here to get some extra blight. And I think that right there is basically how I'm going to start it. I could probably generate more reward type over here. So 120. This is going to put me well into red maps, so I might not want to include that. And this is like my early on. This is how I'm going to start it. Now let's take a look at everything it gives me. 60% chance for duplicated maps. 60% chance for an additional connected map. 23% chance for maps to be duplicated. Pretty sure that's going to cover me for map sustain. Your maps have a 6% chance to grant a Kirk mission. That's for these 3 right here. Kirk missions, at the end of my last league, I had just so many Kirk missions that I didn't run them. So it's not that special to me, the Kirk missions. So I don't really care too much about that. 6% expedition. I wonder if there's more expedition I can grab. Yeah, I like expedition. So let's pop another 6%. Expedition has a 12% chance to contain an expedition encounter. I think that's pretty high. 12% harvest with a 4. That's weird that it 4x's it on this, but it adds it on the other ones. I wonder if it's including this. Oh, that's great. Watch it double up. Delirium, 16% stack size. 6% chance to contain Mirror of Delirium. Want that higher. Is there anywhere I can get more chance for Mirror of Delirium? No. 6% looks like to be... Yep, 6% is as high as I can get there. All right, so we're just going to have to settle for 6%. I want more Delirium than that, but that'll work. 14% chance to contain Blight. Blight is going to be the first thing I drop off after I drop it off. I don't know whether I'll go after Blight. Maybe I'll go to these map modifiers, or maybe I'll even remove this and try something else out. But for now, we're going to keep it in Blight. 16% Legion. I want to pump up as many Legion stacks as I can get in the early game, so that way when I get to late game, I can do 4 ways and 5 ways, get a bunch of these timeless jewels. I think they're going to be very expensive. All right, miscellaneous. Maps found have 80% to be 1 tier higher. Maps have a 1.6% chance to drop a random unique map instead of your regular maps. 30% increased quantity of items found in map. 30% rarity of items in map. I think that is spectacular to start with. Other people might have different opinions. I haven't tried this yet. I think it's a good idea. I'll probably path into... I don't know when it says drops an additional scarab that it has to drop the scarab first, but I might path into scarabs. But I'm hoping that these unique maps drops a lot of synthesis, and then I will path into synthesis and get a bunch of this pack size, which will help me level up, because synthesis gives a ton of levels. The boss will probably kill me, but I'll level up with synthesis maps. Yeah, that is my Atlas plan. Let's do a zoom out. I will paste this in the comment if you want a copy, but you can just build it yourself. It's a lot of fun building these things. Let me just have a quick look around. So one of the downsides, I guess I'll talk about the downsides of using this keystone. One of the downsides is you don't really remove any mechanics. So if there's a lot of these mechanics you hate, I hate a lot. The biggest one I hated was harvest, but they fixed harvest maybe. So going in, I think harvest would be great. You just go in, you kill the harvest stuff. You don't got to worry about all that shit taking all your time. Doesn't break your flow. So I think harvest is going to be good. I also like to get rid of heist. I never do heist. I hate it. It's like the best currency in the game, which is annoying because I dislike the mechanics so much. But that's pretty good. And you can still take notables, which is great. So if I'm finding I'm dying but doing good damage, I could take that notable. This notable is really, really strong. I used it last league to be able to up my damage. I think I was at like 10 million DPS, and I was slamming through everything and not dying because of this. The other one's not so good. I don't like this one. The 20% more damage just wrecks my characters. And that is the plan. All right. Best of luck on your guys' notables. And by notables, I mean Atlas passive tree.